What's up, everybody? Welcome to Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show. It is DeFi Gaming, and I'm excited to play some DeFi games. Cam still wants to know if the pump will continue for BTC. I'm not sure, but we'll get right into it. Let me let everybody know that we are live in the Discord. Link to the free Discord in the chat. Hope everybody is having a good night here. All right, there we go. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Somebody go let Bankroll know that we are live. I haven't seen him in a little while. And here we are at the Crypto Bubbles, one of my favorite data representations, visual representation of data, however you want to say it. And it looks like there's a lot of green going on here. That must be because BTC is pumping. Jupiter up 11.9%, Pippin 17.2%, Humanity 35.4%, Tau 19.1%, Kite been on our radar for a while 16.9%, and Zcash 17.3%. Let's go ahead and drop down another 100. River down 17.5%, as low as $17.99. Call it 18 bucks. Venice Coin getting a 65% pump. Tibber 29% pump, and Compound getting a 32.5% pump. And a few other stragglers here. Let's drop down another 100 and see what's going on. So CoAI 36.6% pump, Aztec 22% pump. Are we back? Are we starting a bull market? You just don't know for a little while if any of this is going to hold. I think there could be some more drawdown, and it could turn around here. Nobody really knows. Anybody who acts like they know exactly what BTC is going to do, I don't think they do. Sup, Green Fingers? Says sup, gang? Keep it red, MYX. That's funny. All right. Thank you for being here for sure. And let's go ahead and get started with our price rundown. So BTC back to 69,000, almost flat. We're up 3.8% in the overall market, $2.4 trillion. Ethereum $2,000, so back up over that $2,000 number. Let's see if it can hold. XRP $1.42, BNB $623, Solana 84 bucks, almost 85 bucks. Dogecoin about 9.5 cents. Cardano 27 cents. Things getting a little bit of a bounce here. Hyperliquid $32. Monero $356. Chainlink $8.82. Canton Network, I don't know why I keep wanting to call it something else, 16 cents. XLM 16 cents. Zcash $276. Avalanche $9.18. SWI 96 cents. And let's see where that flare is. It's been about 75, just where we left it, bouncing between the 75-76 region here by market cap. Let's go take a look at what is trending today. So trending, we have Ohm on the radar. It's funny, Ohm was just mentioned on the stream yesterday, and now it's getting a nice pump, 26.4% in the last 7 days. Most of that is today. So Pudgy Penguins, Bitcoin, BitTensor, Ohm, Solana, Venice Token, Uniswap, XRP, Seeker, Aztec coming back into the radar here. Pi Network, Ethereum, HBAR, Virtual Protocol, and Hyperliquid just popping in. Busy tonight. All right. Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate that. And what would a DeFi gaming stream be without playing some DeFi games? So without any further delay, let's hop into a round of Panzer Dogs. Anybody want to join me? Throw it in the chat. I'll start a round, and if you want to play, I'll get you in the next one. And it is, of course, a Friday night, so we're going into the weekend. Will the weekend be explosive, or will the weekend just be normal chop? Look at that, another super chat coming in. By the way, Melissa sent a super chat. She said, I hope that everyone will have an awesome Friday night. and may your weekend be great as well. I believe she's working. I say we, I mean, I believe that she is working and won't be here too much tonight, but she'll be with us in spirit. We'll miss her for sure. And I will read Blues Guy's super chat in just a moment. Man, they're ganging up on us here, huh? Oh man, he's got me cornered. Look at that lag. I went from having like 500 health to being dead in like a half a second here. Bang, got him. All right, let's see if we can get some more kills here. Maybe get some more NFTs. Maybe some better gear for our tanks. Need all the equipment we can get. I think I got one of the best looking tanks that I see very often. Oh, they're all huddled in one spot, huh? Got one. See if I can pick off a few others. Huh, I should have got him with that shot. It went right through him. That was weird. Must be lagging a little bit. Let's see if we get to some health. 6-3, 34 seconds left. These rounds go pretty quickly. Putting some shots on him here. All right, got another one. See if I get top dog this round. Huh, wasting this machine gun. All right, got another one. Got another one. And that's the round, 9-4. Greetings and gratitude all. Underground, my man. Love to all. Let's go. Thank you, Blues Guy, for being here. Thank you for the super chat. The first one apparently didn't count because I hadn't started the goal yet, but we're 2 super chats technically to our 5 super chat goal of the night. Appreciate everybody being here. It's going to be a fun stream. We got plenty of stuff to go over. And let's bounce over to what is trending. Let's take a look at Venice token. I've seen it quite a few times. I know we've been over it, but I don't really remember what it is. So artificial intelligence, AI agent, AI application made in the US in a base native token. You see the base contract, it all adds up. And what the heck is it? If it's AI, are they trying to be like a chat GBT? I'm going to ask them for you, Camsta. Will BTC keep pumping? Will it give me an answer? Will it try to make me sign up? What is going on here? Looks like it is a very chat GBT style thing. I'm not going to read all of this. Let's see if it gives me like a summary here. In summary, BTC may keep pumping later in 2026 if institutional flows and favorable macros conditions align, but expect significant volatility and a near-term range-bound slight bearish bias before any sustainable uptrend. Well, there's your answer straight from Venice chat and the Venice token. So you see what it is. It's a little chat bot. It's got an infinite max supply, 131.2 million in market cap. It came out about January 26th at $18, and now it's at $3. I mean, this is very much what most of the market looks like, right? And of course, that was in 2025. All right, so we kind of took a look at that. And let's bounce over to crypto rank. Let's see what the fear and greed index is at. Let's make it big so we can see what yesterday was. It's at 9 now. I'm pretty sure it was 9 yesterday, wasn't it? Yep, it was 9 yesterday. 7 days ago, it was 6. And a month ago, on the dot, it was at 61. That was, I think that was the most bullish that we got up to. So fear and greed index kind of hanging out, still very low, extreme fear. So take precaution. My long is doomed. Venice has spoken. There you go. We are in a downtrend, no doubt about that. All right, so here's what's trending over on crypto rank. We got Zama, Superform, Espresso, I don't know why I would say espresso. It's espresso. Tria, my network, which is this is a token I was referring to. The ticker is FHE. Anybody have any idea what that might stand for? We've talked about it a lot. Fully homomorphic encryption. I'm seeing that language a lot, just like when we started seeing the language like zero knowledge. This is another way for the blockchain to evolve here. We have a Rainbow, INSO, Warden Protocol, Aztec, and Barachain. What do we want to take a look at? I mean, we've really gone over all of these a bunch of times. Upform, we know to be yield bearing. Zama has been on our radar. We've been looking at it for like a month before the token generation event with 215 million in the last 24-hour trading volume. I think Zama might be a coin that I'm going to target here to trade just like I did River. Says happy Friday evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Grandma, for coming on in and supporting me. I appreciate that. Espresso. Let's see, what do they give Espresso as a description? Espresso system emerges as an EVM compatible blockchain offering scaling and privacy solutions for Web3 applications. There you go. And this token has generated recently, although we've gone over the project before. It had a token the 12th of February 2026, market cap 31.7 million, been as high as 45 million, looking pretty good. 24-hour trading volume only 76.8 million. Not too shabby here, so that's on the radar. Then we have things like Tria, My Network. We went over Tria a bunch. Let's read the description for My Network. So My Network is an FHE restaking layer for AI and proof of stake networks, accepting restake tokens to enhance security. So another narrative in crypto that we see popping up is these restake tokens. But what the heck is a restake token, right? So you can stake your tokens. Ethereum network, I think, is where this is the biggest, but I think you'll see it across the board. And then you can take your proof of stake or your staked tokens, and then you can go restake those tokens again to add additional yield to your staking. It's pretty cool. It's pretty practical. It's a way of borrowing the security from the main network for a smaller project like My Network, so that it doesn't have to go and build out its own security. It just borrows the security that's already been built on the network already. A lot of it, again, is Ethereum. Aztec Network is a private ZK rollup in Ethereum, enabling decentralized applications to access privacy and scale. So it's about scalability, but it's also about privacy, and it's also very much about how best way to say this, we can have privacy where we need it, transparency where we need it, and we don't really have to choose one or the other. It doesn't have to be black or white. So 59.2 million in market cap, been as high as 67.9 million in market cap. Pretty healthy looking, honestly. It had its token generation event back in the 12th of February 2026, just like the other token we had looked at. And let's go ahead and hop out of there. We'll play another round of Panzer Dogs. I hope your long works out for you, Campsta. I really do. I'm not in any trades right now. The market's a little all over the place, right? It's a really good thing. Yesterday I was in the River trade. I took like a $5 profit and got out of it because I didn't want to watch it all night and it wasn't really doing much. I was long. Wasn't getting a whole lot of follow through. Even though we had some bullish things like hidden bullish divergence, I think that those later became negated because price sank down lower. Therefore, the RSI kind of lined up and no longer had hidden bullish divergence. It's something you really have to watch out for because it can do that to you. I would say pretty quickly. It was like a 4-hour time frame, so I wouldn't say it was that fast. But over time, that bullish divergence, I believe, was negated. Either way, I got out of it and I just moved on and didn't try to take too much out of the market in such a weird time. Now, if I would have shorted it, which has been kind of my MO with River, I would have actually did really well. Racking up some kills here. See if we get top dog. I don't think I even looked last time. Pretty sure I got top dog last round that we played. All right, grab some health. We're up to date on the chat, and it is another stream and another beautiful Friday night here in the land of crypto. Man, they always know where to stop, right? I'm so good at getting them to like almost no health, and then I can't do much from there. Bang, 2 for 1. You saw that? Took him out with that rocket. That rocket can be really good. You can do damage to your own teammates with it. You got to know how to use it. Shoot somebody too close to you, and you're going to take some significant damage. Man, this tank has a lot of health. All right, got an extra kill there right at the end. 11 for our team. Let's see, top dog. All right, we got top dog, 7 kills, 1 assist. One player on our team didn't get any kills. Imagine that. And I'll go ahead and play one more round here. Probably one of my favorite DeFi games. It's play to own, not play to earn. I do think that that's a more sustainable model overall. And we're going to have to maybe look around for some other DeFi games to play. We've tried out quite a few. Shout out to Throwback to Darkstar, which we haven't played in quite some time because they were supposed to do airdrops, and they decided, hey, how about instead of doing airdrops like we told everybody we were going to do, how about we just spend the money we made on, I don't know, they said marketing or something. I think maybe they just ran off with the money, I think is what happened. I haven't checked out their Discord in a while, but it seems like maybe that's what happened there. Either way, they didn't fulfill their promise. Now, if they would have took the 3 million and gone and did more marketing, maybe in the long run that would have been good for holders, but it just puts a bad taste in your mouth when they said they were going to do something, they hyped you up on something and sold you as they were going to do something, and you participated, and then they just decided, you know, nah, we're not going to do what we said we were going to do. I don't think that looks good. I think they would have been better off to find some marketing money other places than to just cheat the people who participated and not do what they said they were going to do. Man, I can't hit nobody. Oh man, I'm about to get shot down. I need some health. There we go. Don't steal my health now. This game's going a little slow here. Again, having trouble really even hitting anybody. I don't know what that's all about. Grab this health. All right, now we're close to full health. Feeling a little more confident here. And on to the next one. 6-2. Oh, he's going to try to hide in our base. Well done. The laser's not my favorite weapon. No, I'm not even going to get to use it. Time ran out. 6-2. Definitely not looking good for Darkstar. Yeah, it was a decently fun game to play, but a little bit disappointing. All right, let's see if we have a box to open. Let's go back home. I'm sure we do. See what we get. Finally got my first piece of epic gear, even if it was just a paint job. That was pretty cool. Whoa, what happened? It's trying to put me in another round. I thought I said go home. Oh, I got enough to open 2 boxes. Nice. All right, let's see what we get. The star that first appears kind of tells you what rarity it's going to be before. Okay, so it's going to be a common. Not that exciting. Let's see us open another one. See if we could do something a little bit better than that. All right, a green, so an uncommon, just an ingot. And you use the ingots over here to buy chassis and gear. Chassis, obviously, the bottom half of your tank. Shark Turret, we have that already. And then, of course, you can go into your inventory and you could burn anything you have doubles of. Let's see, do we have anything that we're doubled up on? I mean, I could burn one of these. Wow, the option to burn them is not there. Oh, now those are. See, I think these are basic parts that come when you first start, and therefore you can't burn those. All right. I don't see any doubles here on any of the gear. All right, so we won't worry about that. Not something it's all that pressing that I need to do. Then there's chainers. I have a link to chainers in the description. I've been enjoying messing around with chainers for sure. So they have the Atom Caster, kind of just gives you a random piece of gear. Hope you guys doing good tonight. Back at you, Blues guy. I know I'm doing great. It's another successful day of being alive, right? Says Underground, how are you, buddy? I was just starting to say I'm good. You know, I'm just maintaining day to day, a lot of things to do for sure. And so in chainers, so I'm great, just to answer your question. Many different protocols and things have like a farmer, right? And the farmer's usually just staking or liquidity providing, kind of the same thing. They only vary slightly. And so from there, you just put money in and then you get a yield. They call it farming. Well, this took a different approach. It kind of gamified it, right? And a lot of times they'll say gamified and it won't really be gamified, right? And so here you have the ability to continually increase. So, you know, we started with one plot of land. That's all we had. We got more plots of land. And we even took two of them and combined them together into an upgraded plot of land. It doesn't actually say it when I click it, but it's more of like a, you know, it's leveled up in rarity, and it helps you get better stuff out of what you farm. And then you come over to the farm stand and you go ahead, and this is everything that I have in my inventory that I've farmed. And then we're going to sell it. I probably should have done it in BNB, but CFB is all right. Let's see. What does it say I'll get here? Should be about like 36 cents in some CFB, which is the in-game currency, but you can also get Polmatic, if you're not familiar, layer 2 on Ethereum, Polygon, and then BNB, Binance Smart Chain. So those are some good options to earn in. It's probably best if you kind of stick to one. Usually I do BNB. If you look at my wallet drop down here, I've got 0.0065 BNB, and it's a slow burn. Now, when we talk about gaming in any way, a lot of times they give away way too much stuff in the beginning, and because of that, they don't last long, right? They gotta kind of get people to come and hang out without giving away all of the value. Now, here's another game that I found the other day. It was a very slow Friday stream, just like this one is, and I think it was just really me and Melissa hanging out. Maybe Blues Guy was there too. I wouldn't be surprised. And we found this lion's mane. I gotta put in a password here or it's not going to let me actually show you. All right, let's connect through MetaMask. Gotta love some Web3, right? And we gotta approve it. And it's just like a little city, very idle game vibe. It's got some cool things to it. Fractured Fate. So this thing's been out for a little while. Still kind of in the tutorial mode. You can purchase, yeah, okay, and this is on the Crow network. That's what I thought was really interesting about this, is I don't see a lot of games on Crow. Okay, got it. Go away. Yes, go away. I don't really want to boost it. Can I just opt out of this? I always hate wasting my stuff when they want me to use it in tutorials and I don't really care about it. All right, we've earned quite a bit of stuff while we were away. Let's see, we need to activate 3 boosters, level up 3 buildings to 400, and get our avatar to level 5. So we'll start with activating 3 boosters, I guess. Boost. I don't know if this is like something new they've added. 2.5 mil. Wow, they really gonna make you come out of pocket for that, huh? Alright, well, if I gotta buy 3 of them here, then I guess I should go with the cheapest one, right? 1, 2, and 3. Let's do the gym instead. Boost. And when they make it something that you have to do, oh, I don't have enough. Okay, well, that's going to hold us back a little bit. Let's go to our inbox. It says rewards that we've earned. They have the daily spins, kind of like a daily reward system. I really need some gyms here to complete. I don't know if it's tutorial, if it's just considered quests. I don't really know. Come on, give us some gyms. All right, not the right kind of gym, but we did get a gym. All right, and then to level up our avatar, we actually have a mansion. And in that mansion, we're just working on our common room, and you can buy different items, I believe from market, right? No, that's not where we want to buy stuff. Somewhere I'm supposed, oh, furniture, here it is. And you can buy some different items here. Do I not have enough? No, I definitely have enough. Oh, you gotta drag. All right. Guess we'll put that there next to the jukebox in case you want to sit down and listen to the jukebox, right? Maybe a bookshelf. Anyways, adding items here to your mansion is how you begin to upgrade your avatar, which I don't actually have a picture of an avatar here. Okay, so you actually have to mint them as NFTs. That's kind of cool. We'll figure that out at a later date. I'm sure I can move this stuff around later. And every time I buy these things, we leveled the avatar up to 5. Every time we buy them, we are able... Where do I actually get the reward? We get some blueprints, and the blueprints allow us to have different buildings out in our city. Got our little first achievement there. Let's get out of the mansion. Let's go back to our town, right? All right, so we're back in our town. And if we go to inventory and blueprints, we can kind of open all of them at one time. Reveal, should have like a max button here. So we got 21 of them. Let's reveal them all at the same time. A lot of times they're duplicate. Wish there was a way to like combine them and stack them. So Flavor Town, the gym, and the Cool Cats Lounge. I already have those. What are these? So this is, okay, this is Flavor Town. Okay, so we got a diner, a gym, and what else? Diner, gym, and a theater. The Cats Lounge. Trying to build it up before the Clarity Act pops off. Just $100 worth of USDT. Bought my first bag of XRP. There you go. Nice. I've had bags packed for quite some time. Oh, is that a free booster? Oh, you can't use it at this time in the tutorial. That sucks. So we're trying to get our gyms up so that we can actually finish this quest here. Let's see. What level is this? Okay, we need to get up to level 400. Oh, that's only going by 10. No, we want to go by 100. All right, let's see. We're almost to 400 on that one. So one building to 400. Let's go by 100 at a time. That seems to make way more sense. That one's 400. Oh, this one's already level 400. Okay. Over level 400. This one's over. Weird. Maybe we have to do it on another one. Doesn't count the ones that are already there. All right, let's see. Did we get it? All right, so now we just need to activate 3 boosters, and we do not have enough diamonds or vouchers to buy them. So we'll move on to another game. This game we've been playing for a while. This one's in beta. Cosmos Cadia. It's a long name to have. It was a lot of fun when we first started playing it. There was a lot of stuff to unlock. All I really have to do right now is just rack up money by filling up my restaurant. Then I can come over here and I can cash out from the previous batch. And then as it kind of depletes, I'll feed the rest of these in. Not a whole lot to report here other than this is in beta and I look forward to what maybe they do in the future. Now let's go over to CoinGecko and let's go see what the top gainers, top losers of the day are. So we have this Demi, which I'm not familiar with. We'll take a look at it. It's up 80%. Power Protocol, the White Whale, and River, you know, amongst the top losers here. Whatever this Xpin network is, the top loser as well. And top gainers, again, Demi, Venice Token, Credit Coin, Humanity, Coin Opera. Remember when Coin Opera was just absolutely going nuts? And it was super volatile. I mean, it was so volatile. Look at that ginormous Head and Shoulders. So, I mean, it started all the way back September 24th, 2025. It didn't finally pop off until October 5th, and it went from, you know, 38 cents all the way up to $14, and then immediately down to $5.75, and then like immediately up to $21.75. Just seeing this first, if you get rid of the rest of the chart and you just saw this, man, you think this thing was going to keep going, right? $21 gave it all back down to $5.18, lower than this low before. Very odd. And then of course, then it bounced from that $5 to almost $20. So this thing was highly volatile, I remember it. And then from that $20, it just sank all the way down to $1.50. That would have been October 31st, 2025. And it's been very flat. Not a lot of explosiveness there. So let's drop down into the month chart. And you can see it bottomed out as low as like 25 cents. And now you're already up to 42 cents. Very interesting. It probably looks better on the 7-day, up 34%, and the 24-hour, 35%. Chain Opera, but what the heck is it? BNB Network, chainopera.ai, artificial intelligence AI framework. Let's go check out the website. Collaborative intelligence of AI agent network, co-created and co-owned by the community. So a community-owned AI agent, say agentic network style project. We see a lot of that. And is there any hope for it with how just absolute dead it's been lately? I don't know. And let's check out Demi, because I've heard of this definitely before, but it's been a while. August 19th, 2025. And it came out at about $194. Circulating supply is only 37,480 if you want to be specific. Very low circulating supply. Now, what's kind of concerning about it, if you ask me, is that it has an infinite max supply. So if it was like 50,000 max supply, 7,000 circulating supply, I'd be like, wow, this coin tokenomic wise is amazing. But at the same time, who knows how many coins they'll put out and when they will. Oh, look at this, Jimmy Villain. What's up? Stopping by to say hello and see what you're up to tonight, my brother. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for sending a super chat. It's awfully kind of you and very much appreciated. And we're just hanging out. We're going over what's trending. We're taking a look at stuff. And then, of course, we're playing some DeFi games. Checking out some different things. Hoping to find some cool DeFi games tonight that maybe we've never played before. And we're looking at Demi, which is our top gainer of the day. Up 80%, now 78.8% in the last 24 hours. So welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate you. And just double check for me that you smashed that like button. I know you have. All right, so this thing, you know, in value is pretty amazing because it started at $194. Right now it's all the way up to $627. So you would have got a nice little, triple X or a quadruple up, right, from when you bought. But I mean, would you have known this thing was going to do well? I don't know. And it's Venice AI. So what is Venice Token, Venice AI? I mean, there's Venice, Italy. There's actually the next town over from me where I live is Venice. So, you know, Venice is right next to Sarasota pretty much. And so, yeah, seeing a lot of this Venice, which is very interesting. And why is it called Demi, but it's Venice AI? All right, now I am. So is Demi a part of Venice token? I am very confused now because this is the website that we were just on. What's up, Drizzy TV? Thanks for coming in. Look at everybody showing up on a Friday night supporting your boy in the channel. I appreciate you guys more than you'd ever know. This is weird because this says Demi, which is a totally different project, but then it's Venice AI. Yeah, it's base native with a base contract. Demi token can also be traded on decentralized exchanges like Aerodrome. Okay, that makes sense for the base network. Aerodrome, kind of the Uniswap of base. And then, of course, Uniswap as well, because base is a layer 2 on Ethereum. It all fits together like a glove if you've been paying attention. Link, ICP, and Jupiter up. Definitely saw that Jupiter was up and Link. I didn't see ICP was up, but I'm glad to hear that. And I'm still trying to figure out what the heck this Demi is. It's got to be in the Venice. Let's go to their Twitter. It's got to be in the ecosystem of Venice, right? And then it just redirects me to Venice. But what about Demi? Very strange. I don't know what Demi is. I doubt it's a glitch. I highly doubt it's a glitch that these things are here, because Demi is coming up on the top. Number 747 by market cap, up 223% overall, max chart. Good evening. Glad to see you here again. I recognize that name in the chat. Even if it's NW6591, I still recognize it. Said, I'm pretty sure DI-M is like the Carpe Demi. The Latin Carpe Demi. Okay, I mean, I get that part. But where does it tie in to Venice? I would like to see... I'd really like to see like its own website and stuff. It just, the Twitter and the website take you to Venice token that we just went over, ticker VVV. So I want to see something about this project specifically, not so much, you know, everything else is going on. NW says, good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, okay. He says not Demi, but DM. Okay, got you. Either way, I don't know what it is. What is it? DIEM. Let's go look it up over here. Let's see if they give us a better... Okay, this is a better description, right? So, DIEM is Venice.ai's $1 day AI computation token minted via VBV staking. Oh, okay, and tradable. Got you. So when you stake in the Venice AI ecosystem, apparently you get this token. That's kind of cool, and it's worth a lot of money, you know, per dollar. Well, that gives me a little bit more clarity here. And now it makes a lot of sense why this would be one of the top gainers when Venice token has also been pumping. Yeah, that's it, exactly. I got you, Camsta, I got you. All right, so let's come over here and let's just type in gaming. And we'll go categories, right? Not tokens. And I'm trying to remember, one of these is much better than the other. Not governance. Let's just do gaming blockchain. I think what we really wanted was on-chain gaming. Categories, on-chain gaming. All right, that seems a little bit better. And let's see what some of these biggest ones are. What's Lords? Lords has 1.6 million. See how quick you fall. Floki, huge market cap, and you fall down. Yeah, exactly, NW. I figured it out. And it makes sense why it's running. What is this? Phoenix. Seems to have something to do with gaming. Max Chart says it's been around since 2018. So it's been around for a while. It should have something to show for itself, right? Games and dApps. Let's go look at that. What do we got? What do we got? Token launcher, AI game maker. So this is more for like making games, huh? A modular racing ecosystem. Not usually my cup of tea, but very interesting. Wonder Man in development. There's a lot of racing games here. Set an MMO space game. That sounds pretty cool. Check it out now. And with the games, yeah, it's a wait list. You never really know if you're going to find anything that works. That should be a category, like things that work now. Yeah, so many of these. Okay, so Winter Fury is a virtual reality exclusive. Turn the tide of war. That sounds really interesting, but it's going to be hard to play a virtual reality game. The Garden Between, award-winning puzzle game, but is it DeFi? All right, that's on the radar. We can check that out. And that's pretty much the end here. Was there other games that I missed? The Race Hub. The Race Hub might be cooler than most. Do I have to download it? Can I just play? Screenshots. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Play on Pavilion. It's in early access mode. Visit the showroom. Car racing games are not really my thing. Let's go to the library. Oh, I'm not logged in. All right, doesn't look like there's all that much going on there, honestly. So we're going to move on, see if we can find something else. Come on, back up. Let's look at Lords. How long has it been around? For a while. 2022, so a little bit more recent. Realms.world. Terraforming on-chain worlds. Explore the games. Yeah, that's what we want right there. So Realms, Eternium, Pistol at Dawn. They are alive though. This is economic strategy. That sounds like my kind of game right there. Play now. You know, it's amazing in DeFi gaming how much there's like no real games to play. All right, we can spectate. All right, I tried to spectate, didn't really work. Okay, not working. Love that. It is very disappointing how many things you go to and there's just like nothing going on. No upcoming games, just this one game with 9 players in it, and you can't even spectate it. Okay, so we'll have to move on from that. Not that one, I guess. Loot Survivor, Dark Shuffle, Deck Building, Roguelike, Kill or Be Killed, Pistols at Dawn, Social PvP Strategy, Casual Puzzle Game, Rising, Revenant, Strategy, Last Man Standing. Let's see, can we play this game? So you have to buy the game? Game price, 73 cents. So it's kind of, I'm assuming it's kind of like whoever wins gets paid. Practice for free. Let's do that. Let's see if we can at least enter into a game. Well, this looks intense. Do we actually play as this character, or do we do something else? Yeah, practice for free. I got you. That's my style. What the heck is that thing? A gorilla with tusks? Wait, am I the gorilla? Or it's a troll. Okay. Oh, so it's a turn-by-turn style game. So we can't run. It only has 3 health, so we can do 4 damage. We might as well do that. I feel like they set that up as an easy one. So it's increased some stats. I don't mind, like, play turn-by-turn games can be fun. They're more strategy, right? So I think right now probably some strength. Let's put. Oh, you can only do 1 at a time. Okay. Oh, I only had 1 point. All right. Well, I guess it's gonna be strength. They give us 40 gold to start with. We didn't really like pick a class or anything like that. We have some armor and some different things to look at, but we're not gonna be able to buy much. We only have 40. We have health potions. They cost 1 gold. Can I only buy 1? Can I buy any of them? Apparently I can't buy any health potions. Okay, so you like build a cart. Is there like a rarity? I mean, these are gold, these are purple, these are blue, these are green. So I'm assuming that the ones on top are the most valuable. They're not that much cheaper though. Right now I have a wand, and what does it do? It does 2 power. What does this one do? That'd be cool if it would tell me how much damage it does, right? Like, it's only 7 gold. Very odd. So I'm assuming I'm like a mage, right? So, or maybe there's no real class. Maybe you kind of build your class as you buy different items. That kind of makes you whatever class you are. Alright, we're going to buy these things because I don't want to deliberate and sit here for forever. And let's go explore. This game's kind of cool. So that door closes, and what? We got to run somewhere else. It's kind of dark. I hope you guys can see it well. Avoid slamming iron gate. We got 4 XP for that. I mean, so what? Do we hit explore again? And what? Something just comes out of the portal. That thing looks like it probably has some health, right? He's ambushing you, exactly. Wow, this thing has... I think we should probably run away. Does it say what his damage is? It's a wyvern. His power is only 3, though. I think we got this. And then, of course, he'll probably attack me, right? Oh, for 2 damage. 2 damage is not too crazy. We could kill him on this next hit. We only get 1 gold for him, though. Leveled up. I guess we keep increasing that our damage. This is interesting. I like this, actually. I can see myself sitting here playing this game. Depending on like what the gig is. Like, is it play to earn? Can we actually make... Because if everybody paid in even like 74 cents just to play, and then like at the end you win a couple of bucks, like, that's solid. That's still like 95% better than most games. Matter of fact, the fact that you can even play this game already makes it like 100% better than almost every DeFi game that we look at, because most of them you can't actually play, and you definitely can't really earn. So we need some more gear. Thought I bought a helm. Maybe my helm broke. So it seems like they're only serving me stuff up that I could maybe actually afford here. Do we actually buy stuff, or do we save our money for better gear? Considering we don't have a lot of gear, let's just buy these boots. Better to have some armor versus no armor. I don't know. Drop it in the chat. How do you feel about this game? We just randomly found it. Loot Survivor is what it's called. What just happened? I don't even know what happened. You discovered health. Okay. And we will keep clicking explore. Very simple mechanics, right? We just got lucky there? I don't even know what happened. It shot things at us, and Hypnotic Essence hit your head, so I lost 27 health, but I got 16 XP. I'm ready to level up. Dexterity is fleeing, vitality increasing maximum health, intelligent increases your ability to dodge. Well, seeing we just got hit in the head, should probably increase that. Chance of avoiding beast ambushes. Yeah, we should probably bring that up. Those are our lower stats. I'd rather be a little more well-rounded. It says potions cost 1 gold, but like, oh, now I can finally add one? Alright, I think we need a potion. Oh, it uses it automatically though? I don't get to like hold it in my inventory? Again, no idea what's going on, but whatever. It'll tell us after the fact, right? We avoided Icy Razor winds, so we got 33 XP. It does seem like this game may take a little while to really get going here. We have no money. We need actual monsters, right? Are we going to see an actual monster? Oh, it's a deer guy. It's kind of creepy and dark. It's kind of very like dungeon style game. Oh, he's got 16 power, and I can't one-shot him. I only have a 42% chance of fleeing. I don't think we should flee here. We could at least take one hit. Yep, we took one hit for 24 damage. It says his damage was only 16. How did we take that much? And we dropped him. I hope we got some money for that. We got 8 gold. Okay, we're gonna need to buy some potions for sure. Gotta keep increasing strength here. Let's do potions. We can get 2 potions. So what? Potions must cost 4 gold. It's what it says. Cost 1 gold. So I'd have 6 potions. Do I need 6 potions? Maybe we could buy 3. Ah, but you don't get to go back and do it again. Or maybe you do. Okay. Oh, it shows you. Alright, we need to get full health. Otherwise, we're cooked here. What do you guys think of this? Would anybody ever play this? What if, like, if you won, if you got a couple of bucks for winning? Would you play it then? 1 XP, 3 gold. We just got a bag of gold for exploring. I don't know what the gist is. Like, you go in and you explore, come out, and this is what happens. A Minotaur ambushes your head for 78 damage. Oh, I think we're cooked here, guys. Definitely cooked. It'd be cool if we could have stored some potions in our inventory. That would have been nice. Oh, man. We can only do 4 damage. Like, that's a weird thing about this game is it's very random. And, I guess we take the chance to flee, and we failed, and we're dead. Well, that was fun. At least we got some of the mechanics down, right? I wouldn't mind playing like an actual round of this for actual money. Final score 69, rank like under 10,000. No, I don't want to watch the replay. Very kind of dark game. So I don't know if this is like a play to earn game at all. Like it says buy the game. First you gotta log in. A lot of questions here. We'll leave that one alone. But I'm very glad to see it's like a working game. And it looks like Lord's token is what you gotta use here. I like that they at least had kind of a free demo of the game. That helps a lot. This Blob Arena looks like it's probably like a Minecraft arena kind of thing, which I've never played before. Pistols at Dawn. I mean, it's one thing to buy it just so you can play it, but what the heck is the point of playing it if it's not play to earn? It's under maintenance right now. Why wouldn't it be under maintenance? Because all of these are usually impossible to actually play. 600 players. There's 600 players on this game? I'm sure not right this second, right? Because there's only 9 players playing one round. Here's a game that ended. Can we start a new game? I guess you need people for that, huh? Upcoming games, you can't really make any. Maybe because I'm not logged in, I can't speculate. All right, we definitely need to mute these sites. I don't want to listen to that. All right, well, that's Lords. It's interesting. It actually works. It's been around a while, too. I'm surprised I've never heard of it for as long as it's been around. Fish Frenzy. And this thing is like, you know, from here, market caps are very small. The heck is Fish Frenzy? Let's see what this is. Been around since November 27th, 2025. It did have a nice jump up to, I don't even know. I'd have to come down here. It won't let me grab it. All-time high at 0.0048. It's down 65%. That was November 30th, 2025, shortly after it came out. This is all-time high in market cap. Under $1 million for sure, just slightly under $1 million. It's on Ronin Games. Let's go check out the website. Okay, yeah, this looks super two-dimensional. Oh, it's somewhat three-dimensional. I was gonna say two-dimensional. This reminds me of like some Maple Story or something like that. Go fishing. All right, we're just clicking stuff. Daily claim successful. We got a little money to play with, right? Hold to cast. Even though I didn't hold it, I just clicked it. Oh, hook. Reel. Okay, so you're only supposed to reel when it's green. That's a very interesting mechanic right there. Let me change so y'all can actually hear what the heck is going on. Probably very faint in my microphone. Volume mixer. All right, cool. You should be able to hear it, and luckily I can't hear it, so that's nice. All right, I don't know what we got. We got a carp, right? And it's rare, so we got a rare fish on the first try. That's kind of cool. Okay, it costs energy to cast. All right, we're pulling him up. That reel mechanic is strange. Should we get an even better fish? A rare fish? Wow, how do you get 2 rare fish in a row, right? It must not be that rare. A red snapper. Let's go to quests. Looks like we finally got something. So then, after playing it for a couple of seconds, you really do. Oh, okay. Gotta catch one more fish here. Kind of start wondering what's the point, right? Alright, that one didn't seem rare. It's just a common fish. So we completed a quest. But you gotta wonder, is this play to own, play to earn? Is there any earning capability here at all? We are playing as a guest, so we're not gonna earn anything, right? If you run out of energy, sell fish for gold, buy sushi. Love it. Sell all, sell our fish, see if we get anything. But what the heck is the point here? give us some free sushi. And we go to our inventory, probably to eat it. All right, I don't really want to eat it. I don't really need it. Stuff's on sale, so they're trying to sell you some stuff. Seems like a really simple game, but where is the earning capability? That's kind of where I'm at with just about any game nowadays. Don't really have time to play anything. I want fish, I'm hungry, right? Exactly. I don't really want to play anything if I can't earn. I can buy gold with Ronin, but how do I like actually, you know, do something else? Okay, so I can travel, I can go to other places. Let's copy this. Go to ChatGPT. Came across this game. Is there any earning capability with this game? Question mark. Hopefully that is simple enough. See if there's any possibility to make money with this, because if not, yes, but only indirectly and still speculative. Is a crypto on-chain game in early economy phase, so earning exists mainly through future token rewards, NFTs or referrals, and creator incentives, not stable cash-like payouts yet. Here's the breakdown. Airdrops, token farming, main earn path. Right now the game is in ignition, play to earn airdrop, so play to airdrop. Play to airdrop, that's one I haven't heard too many times. You earn points, scores from gameplay, leaderboard activity. These scores are intended to convert into fish token allocation. The token launch or token generation event, y'all should be familiar with that kind of language, is planned early 2026, meaning you're farming future crypto rewards, not immediate money. Boy, where have we ever heard this idea before? Like Darkstar maybe? You can earn cosmetic rods, fish NFTs, seasonal collectibles. These can be traded on Ronin Marketplace. So theoretically, rare items sell for crypto. So there is some actual value there. Referral rewards, actual USDC. There is one direct cash reward, USDC, per qualified referral, but conditions are strict. Has to be a new Ronin user. Spends money in game and completes quests. So you're basically never going to make any money unless you're a huge channel. Creator content rewards. They're actively recruiting creators. Hey, here I am. Post content karma rewards. No, I'm just kidding. I probably wouldn't mess around with this at all. There is already a token trading at 0.0016. Low market cap, low liquidity, early stage. So you would be very much taking a risk on this game. I like where they're going. I like the idea, but I don't really know how much I would want to put energy into this. Maybe I'll click around with it a little bit. Again, I haven't actually made a Ronin account or logged in legitimately. I'm just playing as a guest. So hopefully there's some way for me to like kind of transfer over, right? Can I transfer over as... Okay, log in to save progress. Here's a balance. I had a Ronin wallet a long time ago, and I never really logged in with it. To anything. I never put money in. I never did anything. Explore wallet. Okay, so they're not going to let you do much there. So I'm going to kind of keep this on the back burner. It's kind of cool. And I really like this loot game. That was cool. I don't understand the whole buying the... I got to buy it, right? I don't really understand that. Is there an ability to actually... Is there an ability to make money here? So let's try this one. Loot Survivor. Let's try this one. See what ChatGPT has to say about this. Is there any earning potential with this game? More simple and more direct, right? Anybody awake out there? Welcome to DeFi Friday Gaming. We are trying to expand a little bit and see if we can find some other stuff. How Loot Survivor earning works. Token rewards from gameplay. You can earn the native game token, historically lords, or now survivors in LS2. So is this LS2? Yeah, this is LS2. Okay. Rewards go to dungeon completion, quest, and leaderboard performance. Reality check requires buying tickets, paying tokens to play. Only top performers earn meaningful amounts. There's tournaments and bounty events. Occasionally there are tournament prize pools. Rare boss bounties. 100,000 Stark bounty pool for defeating a special monster is like 4K for each winner. Whew. Sounded like some real money right there, but it's probably highly competitive. Of course it is. It's skill and luck, so you'd have to be really good at those games. Oh, but this is my kind of game, turn-based game where it's all strategy. Those are usually what I excel at. So NFT, collectible drops, some version rewards, beast NFTs, loot items. I might mess around with this. Is it actually profitable for most players? No. For skill grinders, early adapters, maybe small gains. Reason, pay-to-play structure. Usually need tokens to enter runs. I think that would keep a lot of people out though, right? I think that almost increases your reward if you're any good at it. Rewards concentrated at the top. Yep, that's how it usually goes. Leaderboards suck because there's people who just sit on there and play all day and have deep pockets and they make all the money. Token price volatility, earning depends on the token. Yeah, of course, that's pretty normal. Treated as crypto gaming experience, Starknet ecosystem participation, and speculative token farming. Steady play to earn income? Of course not. So, reliable yield or side hustle? No, definitely not. Already like this type of game, so it's really only worth doing if you already kind of like this type of game. I don't know if I love that, you know, each run costs you like 74 cents. Is that how that works? Or is it 74 cents like at first just to buy the game? I don't really know. Let's say I did want to buy the game. I would need to make a username and password, I'm sure. So maybe I'll hook this up later off stream. These were another game they had. That one didn't seem as cool. Their all-star game here seems to be this Eternium. Oh wow, no, there's way more players on this Loot Survivor. So that means a little more competition, but really out of 12, 1,250 players, that's not a lot of players. I don't know. I think I might mess around with this. This seems pretty cool. But what wallets do they actually accept here? I'm going to pull this down and see if we can't. Go ahead and sign up. Create new. A new controller. Welcome, let's create a new controller. With, I guess, MetaMask. I'd rather use actual real Web3 game in here, right? That would be better. Then, of course, we have a terms of service, which I'll just blindly, do. Hopefully it's all right. So, buy the game. A credit card or crypto. I mean, it would be crypto, right? So, I need USDC in my wallet. I guess I don't have any USDC in my wallet. What do I even have in my wallet? I don't even know. Let me open MetaMask. Would anybody else ever take a shot on this? Feel free to tell me in the chat. Okay, so this is on Chronos. So I definitely don't have any money on Chronos. Let's see, maybe we could send from Coinbase some money over here just to play like a real round and see how it goes. It's got my interest here. So what, we need some USDC. Let's add USDC. Let's grab, say, 10 bucks. Make sure it pulls it from the right place this time. Overdrafted myself the other day. That part really sucked. And it was for barely any money too. I overdrafted myself, cost me more. I got it reversed, but cost me more than what I was buying because it just pulled it from the wrong place. Preview, $10. I didn't think about what they would charge me for transfer. Oh, I got a sweepstake entry. That's cool. All right, let's see if we try to transfer this and send it. I like the other versions they had where when you went to send something, it would ask you what. They've changed this so much. They're constantly changing Coinbase, which is good. They're growing. They're doing a lot of stuff. I guess it'll ask me what network when I get there. Hopefully they have the Crow option. Otherwise, it's gonna really suck. Alright, you guys can't see my MetaMask, so you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Okay, so receive. That's what I want. In Crow. Oh, they don't even let you search? Okay, here we are. Bang. So it just takes a second, but it should be a lot funner once I get it going here. Dang, so you can only send. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here. So I can send USDC in Ethereum, Base, SWI, Monad, Aptos, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Optimism, Polygon, and Unichain. But there's no Crow. Anybody know how I can send Crow? ChatGPT it is. In my MetaMask wallet, I am trying to send from Coinbase USDC, but I need it to be on the Cronos network or in that part of my MetaMask wallet. Hopefully it understands what the heck I'm talking about here. Key issue, Coinbase USDC, Cronos, Crypto.com. Coinbase sends USDC, RC20, Solana. Yep, does not send directly to Cronos network. So your MetaMask wallet is different than Coinbase expects. You want, yep, you currently have it in Ethereum base. You need to bridge or swap a step. Easiest method, use Crypto.com. Well, I don't use Crypto.com. Dang, so now I gotta make like a whole Crypto.com account. I don't really want to do that. If you don't want to, okay, there you go. Send USDC from Coinbase to MetaMask Ethereum and then use a bridge. Oh, well that would, why wouldn't that be my first option? That seems like the smartest thing to do. All right, so we'll do it that way. We'll send it on Ethereum. Cost us 13 cents to do, but that's all right. I can live with that. And let's change what network we're on. Somewhere I'm going to change. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's change the network to Ethereum. Yeah, let's go to popular. Ethereum. Receive. All right, let's do it this way. Always learning. Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show where we're figuring out how to get money into a Cronos address. And this is built on Crypto.com's ecosystem, which they own Cronos. That is their network. It's pretty cool. I haven't played around much with the Cronos network, so maybe having a little money in a Cronos wallet will allow me to mess around with some other stuff. We're really getting into some saucy stuff with the games tonight. Usually we stick to kind of more of our everyday games here. that we're used to playing, right? BTC dropping, no long trade. I got out. Honestly, Camsta, I would be favoring the short, right? I think the short is a better option. But you do what you want to do. Never financial advice here. So now we need to use a bridge. Let's go back. Oh, wait. No, we're here. All right. If you don't send USDC from Coinbase to MetaMask on Ethereum, then use a bridge. Never send Coinbase. Yeah, okay. Yep, I know that. Quick check. All right, let's go here. So I sent some USDC to my Ethereum MetaMask. What bridge do you recommend to swap it to the Kronos network? Gotta love ChatGPT. I've had to figure this stuff out on my own without a ChatGPT in the past, and I figure it out, but it's a pain. And you never really know if like the bridges you're using are the best. So official recommended directly Kronos ecosystem. Yeah, with the link, fire. The bridge is available here. I think they would have just sent me directly to that bridge. That would have been cool. Hope it doesn't drain my wallet. That would suck. All right. So from Ethereum, it's max. It's 21 cents. So wait, does it need to be in Ethereum? Because that's annoying. I sent it in USDC. All right, why does it saying I only have 21 cents? Because that's what I have in Ethereum. Did I just really not read this at all? No, it says send it from USDC on the Ethereum network. Did that. All right, now we're at the bridge. Oh, okay, I need to change my asset. That would be smart. High impact. These MEV attacks are gonna get you. The amount you trade impacts your price asset. Wait, what is this? I didn't click that. I want USDC. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I want USDC on the other side too. Okay, now we got it figured out. And they're going to charge me whatever the heck they charge me. Whatever. With USDC, okay. Says, yeah, with all the pump we had, I thought Tokyo might continue, but nope. Yeah, rarely does Tokyo ever continue us. All right, so we did the bridge. You've seen it live. We figured it out. We're getting money over to the Kronos ecosystem. Even if it's $10, it'll probably be $5 by the time we're done here. But I'm hoping it'll come in at $9.87. And it's got to go through all the verification and all of that crap, right? Transactions already got 9 confirms. And we're back over to Luco. And let's see what happens. Buy game. Crypto. Okay, so it hasn't shown up over there yet. I could always just pull up my MetaMask. Switch to Crow. There's Kronos. So it's still being sent over. Says, all right, guys, have a good night. The wife is starting Love is Blind. All right, Camsta. See you, bud. Thanks for being here as always, especially on a slow night like tonight. I really appreciate you. And this is like a very different stream than I think a lot of streams are. Let's play another practice round while we're waiting. I mean, if I can't play a practice round, then what's the heck of playing a paid round here? I will say that I think the mechanics are relatively simple. wipe the dust. I don't know why I'm so crazy about the dust on my screen. It drives me nuts. All right, look at that thing. Are we going to get something ridiculous that like we can't beat right away? Yeah, let's do damage. 4. He only has 3 health. It's the ugliest looking fairy I've ever seen. And right off rip, right, we got to increase our attack. I think I want to go for a more damage base, because damage and defense, because nothing else seems to be that relevant so far. Should I not spend as much of my money off rip? They could give a little more details about the items. Like, it's a sash cloth. Okay, well, how much armor does it have? Like, what am I getting out of it? Do like this plate mail. Don't have anything kind of for me there. Metal gauntlets. Yeah, like here you have 2 different types of gloves. Which one's better? One's hide, one's metal. I think I'm going to go like more heavy damage here. And then maybe we'll just purchase that. We'll save a little bit of our money. Explore. And this is lootsurvivor.io. I think it's pretty cool. Looks like we got a potion. I wish we could have like put it in our inventory maybe. Not just drank the potion, because maybe we didn't have full health there. Says looks like a cool game. Yeah, and very turn by turn based style game. Oh, we got another potion back to back. The animation's pretty cool for being like a simple turn by turn. We almost have full health. Those potions must not really kick too hard. They must not give us too much. And they're just throwing potions and bags of money at us. All right, well, let's keep going. So good so far. What is that? Yes, run away, dude. Run away. Kind of crazy, paralyzed dust are we looking at? Got some XP. Did we take damage? The sand trap. We avoided it, so we didn't take any damage. Gotta get that strength though, because strength not looking so hot. All right, well, we have an option to get a cool blade. Or a helm. Some chain boots. Okay, so once I buy them, then I can actually see what the heck they do. Power. Is the power its defense, or is that what helps me attack? I don't really know. Where do we go from here? I could spend all my money, but then I won't have any money for potions. So let's go ahead and explore. What is that? Another potion? I did not need that potion. Do we even get any XP? And another bag of loot. Now I'm getting concerned here. So you do get some XP. We got 2 gold. Finally, a monster. Let's see if it's gonna kill us. Werewolf looking thing. They really went overboard on the monsters here. I don't know. We probably shouldn't fight it. We only get 3 gold. We'll get some XP. What do we got for defense? Okay, now they show us our defense. We're only level 3. His power's only level 6 though. But we can only do 4 damage. So you know how many times we'd have to attack this thing? We should flee. It says we got 100% flee rate. There was no point in fighting that thing. Just take a bunch of health damage. Probably not get a lot of XP. Yo, another potion? I've only played the game 1 time. But I never got this many potions before. It's kind of cool. When it comes to this kind of like DeFi gaming, I can sit here and play this all night. Oh, do we have more than 1? Nope, just 1. Let's get that attack up, right? And see what other options we have. So potions cost 2 gold. It would be really cool if I could put them in my inventory though. I don't know what's up with that. Probably skip on. We need a better weapon. I think that's. I really should have bought one of those better weapons when I could. Yeah, 19 gold. Yeah, I should have bought one of those better weapons. Kind of want a higher ranking weapon to that. We'll see what happens. That looks like a crappy monster. We should be able to beat that thing, right? What is going on? It's got a lot of health. Why is my attack only 4? Oh, man. For some reason, I get a bunch of negatives. Yeah, we're going to run from this guy. Guess in a turn-based game like this, you got to really pick your things. Let's see if that money came through onto Kronos. If it didn't, I'm going to be very sad. Oh, wait. It only shows me the actual Kronos coin. How do I add? Well, I know how to add a coin. You would really think. Wow. Seems like they really robbed me here. So my $10, and this is what they call a meta attack, right? And you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at my notification. It says I received $1.47 in USDC. So my $9.80 when received in my Kronos wallet, which it's not even showing up. Very weird. Select, okay, not a network. I need to add a token. Like, I want to see my USDC here. Hopefully, like, that was a real. Oh, okay. Now I'm really confused. So it didn't send all of the money over. Maybe it's still going. So strange when you're using a bridge like that or whatever. It seems like it's sending it in batches. It only sent $1.47. And still I don't see that $1.47 in my wallet here. Why wouldn't USDC like automatically be in like a coin that shows up in your wallet? Like, you shouldn't have to add that. Import a token, USDC. Yeah, you really do have to add it. So strange. And it still shows I have 0 of it. Yo, so weird. Alright, so it must still be in transaction or whatever. It seems very slow, whatever that bridge was that we used. It says it was the most highly rated bridge for Kronos, since it looks like it was built by the Kronos team. So, I mean, you'd think it'd have some legitimacy to it. Yeah, well, I don't think it was the gas fees, actually. I think, because I still have like $8 in my Ethereum wallet in USDC. I just think it didn't send it all. Like, it just sent like $1.47, but it hasn't showed up in my Kronos wallet yet. Look at this thing. Gotta run away from this thing. 57 health, 18 power, which means I could do far more than that, and I can still only do 4 damage. Put a bunch of debuffs on me when it came up. It lowered a bunch of my stats. Must be like an intimidation thing. No way to refresh this? I don't know. Can we get a monster that we can actually kill? We got like 4 health. What's going to happen? We're going to get a really crappy monster and we're not going to be able to run away from it. It's going to smoke us like what happened last round. skin. He has really low power, though, this vampire. Only has 3 power. Let's do 1 attack, see what happens. He only hit me for 2 damage. I could go back and forth with this thing. Hit me for 2 damage. I mean, as long as he only does 2 damage, this fight will take forever. So you can do until death, attack, and then it'll what? Just keep attacking? Okay, definitely took some damage. We got 1 gold for that fight. That was not worth it. We need to purchase some potions here. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. So we can get back to full health, but we ran out of gold. We got a little bit of XP. That wasn't worth it at all. And who knows, maybe we'll get a potion here, but can't count on it. It's like a lightning storm. All right, well, we got to level up. Cost us 3 health. Keep bringing up that the strength, but we don't have any real money. Okay, we got a little bit, but we don't have any money to really buy anything so of any value. We need a better weapon. That's what's crushing us. I should have bought that weapon the one time that I had the ability to. What the heck was that? Bunch of wood. Steel needle rain hit your chest, so you lose 5 health. But I did get some XP and got to level up here. And how long have we been streaming here? Only an hour and a half. Maybe because I'm sitting here on this. Feels like I've been streaming way longer. Hoping I'm not boring everybody to death out here. But we did find a new DeFi game to play. Maybe I'll throw a random round of Panzer Dogs in there in a minute. Well, we're just trying to find some places where maybe we could make some money. Moving some USDC. Trying to get it onto the Kronos network because that's where this game lives. And we want to actually compete and play for real. Although I can tell I need to practice and get to know this game a little bit more. All right, let's explore and hope for one of those XP things. Oh, look, we got like a crazy octopus. See, breaking news. Treasury Secretary just said on CNBC that Bitcoin price will recover as soon as the crypto bill is passed. Okay, that doesn't really mean anything. Yeah, we should run away from this thing for sure. Is way more powerful than we are, and of course because of that we didn't get anything out of it because we're in practice and this is like turn-based. I don't think we have to stay on it constantly. Like I think we could keep coming back to it, right? It just stays open. I wonder if it'll time us out at some point. So vitality is max health, intellect is a dodge, increase avoiding beast ambush, provide discounts on the marketplace. That would be worth having. Let's do that. Why does it seem like I lost health for doing that? That was weird. All right, on to the next thing. Let me look at my Kronos wallet, see if any USDC. Still no USDC came through. We had it set to receive USDC. Here, let's go back to this. Let's go here. Let's go back to the bridge. Pending withdraws? No pending withdrawals. So what, it's saying it went through? I don't know what is going on here. So we want USDC on Ethereum to go Chronos USDC max $8.40 should only cost me 9 cents in Ethereum. This is what we did last time, but then I don't know, what did I close out of it? Third party bridge, can't find the network you're looking for. Symbiosis is the external link. I got all the things that said it had been verified. Notification says received USDC, sent USDC, and that's all it says. Let's see, are we on the right network here? Yep, we're on the right network. So this should send from Ethereum to Chronos, USDC into USDC, max of $8.40. Let's try it again. What didn't work? Did I like? So now the network fee is $2? Maybe that's what happened. We didn't have enough money in fees. So we don't have enough Ethereum in there. This is why I hate this crap. That's why when you see us talk about stuff where it's like, oh, you can pay for gas in other, other currencies. It's like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. All right, so we increased our health a little bit. Probably worth maybe getting. Now potions cost 5 gold. They didn't cost 5 gold before. Very weird. They need to brighten this game up a little bit, though. Can we do that here? Settings. No, we can't really do that. So we lost 2 health, but we got some XP, which is what we need. Durability only, it helps your chance of running away. I think that's dexterity, not durability. I guess we just keep increasing strength, right? Another like random attack of stuff. Looks like we survived. Did we take damage? Critical hit, 7 health. Only 4 XP. That was lame. Seems like this could take a while. Finally a potion. We got so many potions at first when we first started the game and we didn't need them at all. So it only gave us 8 health and 1 XP. What did it fling ice at us, or is this glass? Like, why'd he go running towards it? Wouldn't you back up? All right, we get another level up. I guess strength, because I don't know what else you would do. But we took a bunch of damage, and the cost of health potions keeps going up. I'm telling you, the luck is against you on this thing. I need another potion because we just keep taking damage for like no reason. I like how he takes the cork off, but the cork doesn't come off the health potion. That's cool. All right, that healed us 12 health. Seems like the health potion's random. Oh, I bet that killed us. What the heck was that thing? Oh, we only took two health. Yeah, we need some money. I need to buy equipment. There we go. A little loot bag. Be like an epic loot bag. 6 gold. I mean, kind of have to buy potion, although it doesn't do a lot for us. Actually, probably better off saving. Oh yeah, we cooked. How are we not cooked fighting that thing? Did we just die instantly? Yeah, we just die instantly. You didn't even get a chance to do anything. That's crazy. You don't even get a chance to run away. Maybe I closed the bridge too quickly before it could do anything. We do have some pop-ups here. Oh, yeah, I have to cancel this because I don't have enough money in Ethereum to do transactions. It's really annoying. So I guess I got to add some ETH to my ETH wallet. And these are like the charades that you play to try to get freaking $5 into a wallet somewhere. This stuff should be a little simpler, a little easier. That's why I'm always looking for that account abstraction that we talk about a lot. I'm always hoping for some account abstraction. So let's buy some ETH, I guess. Not from my savings. From my checkings. And what are we gonna buy? Like, guess we buy like $8. Not looking to spend a lot of money on it. I guess it's just in my regular wallet, so it's not that big of a deal. Another sweepstakes entry. I'll take that. Okay, it's just a receipt. Where's my ETH though? Alright, now let's withdraw. Okay, no, I want to send it. What the heck is going on here? Why is sending ETH not an option? Should definitely be an option to send out my Ethereum. It's not staked. Yeah, transfer. Send. They always make everything so difficult. Even though I've done this stuff a million times. Send it in ETH, costs 4 cents. Send the max. Alright, so now we're sending $11 over to our ETH wallet. There's no way we shouldn't have enough money to send $8 over. You see how complicated this gets? You see why the average person might get a little lost? People definitely get a little lost. Let me get back to YouTube so I can see the chat. And again, shout out to anybody who's hanging out with me tonight. We're doing some DeFi degen type stuff over here. Seems like the money hasn't been sent, so we'll kind of, well, I don't know. You can just get so randomly cooked in this game, like it's hard to get started. I wonder if when you like buy the game and play, if it's any different. It says it costs 74 cents. Is that like per round or like, I don't really understand. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, see how ridiculous the top person in the leaderboard is. If it'll load. It's 1,800, 186,000. I don't know why I'm reading it wrong. Tokens remain. Death rewards, so there's some rewards even when you die. Each beast holds a bounty, so there's certain beasts you can face. Somebody already got this one. I love the idea of this game though, it's pretty cool. So somebody got to level 49 and had, 2400 XP. And when you get out of, it only shows you the top 10. So you got to get to at least level 48, 49 to be in the top 10. That's good to know though. Can your boy do it? I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. That seems like a lot. What do we get to, like level 5? Cool. All right, so now we have some money in here. Now we should be able to make a simple transfer of $8.40. Let's see. Can we do it? All right, confirm. I think when it went to do it last time, it realized there wasn't enough money to complete the transaction. And it just cost me some money and then it didn't do anything. Okay. So now let's go to Chronos. It still looks like it didn't do it. Tokens. And there's still no money over on Chronos. Like, am I not understanding something here? Yeah, this is Chronos. ZKEVM. Are they just stealing my money? I'm so confused. We definitely paid more than $2 in fees on Ethereum. The USDC is out of my wallet on Ethereum. Let's go to the Chronos network. But nothing ever hit my Chronos wallet yet. Seems like a scam if you ask me. It directly supports USDC from Ethereum, Chronos ecosystem, lowest risk, native liquidity. What actually, yeah, I get what actually happens. Maybe I should have chose something else because withdraws. There should be like a transaction. Okay, yeah, I'm good on whatever that is. Should be like a transaction list, though, of what the heck even happened. Notifications. Yeah, it's all sent out. But none of it has showed up. Nothing has shown up in my wallet at all. And I have USDC token added. Okay, well that's extremely frustrating. What about that Japanese game you tried a while ago? You're talking about Katana Inu? It never worked. It was still in beta and you couldn't do anything. Let's see. Let's go to buy game. Let's use crypto. See if it shows up here. Yeah, it still says there's like insufficient balance. You need USDC to purchase this game. Yeah, I've tried really hard. Like really hard to send. Oh, I'm on Stark Network? Starknet. I thought Starknet was Bitcoin DeFi. Now I'm even more confused than when I started here. Good thing I wasn't playing with a lot of money. Thought this thing was on Chronos. Where did I get the idea that this thing was on Crow? Had to have gotten it from somewhere. I know I didn't just make up that this thing is in Crow, right? Yeah, USDC. Guess I could have used ETH, right? Still insufficient funds. Yeah, I think it was when we looked it up over here that it said it was on Crow. Stark rewards. I'm completely lost now. I don't even know why I thought it was on Chronos. And when it's bridging, it's using the same wallet, especially MetaMask, right? It knows to send it to the MetaMask, the same wallet, because you're just bridging. You're not like sending to a different wallet. It says arrives in 5 to 10 minutes. So I guess I just gotta chill. Just gotta chill for a minute and see if it shows up. Did say it takes 5 to 10 minutes, so I guess that's a little bit more understanding. I don't think it's been 10 minutes from the first transaction that we sent yet. Do we get a timestamp? Yep, 21:52. Yeah, it's been more than 10 minutes since the first one there. All right, and these are the struggles and the pains of DeFi on a regular basis. But anyways, we have FOGO fishing, right? Jimmy Villain says, admire your patience. Hey, you got to be patient when you're dealing with a lot of these wallets and DeFi. I didn't realize that it said on the bridge it could take 5 to 10 minutes, and obviously in slow networks it could probably take more than that. I don't know. Now, we talk a lot about blockchain, so my transaction is probably sitting in a mem pool somewhere waiting to get batched up into a block by a validator. And the mevs are probably, you know, the mev attacks, the bots and stuff are probably trying to sandwich attack me, front run me, back run me, anything they can do to squeeze a couple of cents or dollars out of my transaction. Get comfortable in this chair. Good to know you're still watching, Jimmy. Appreciate you being here. And so all we can really do is wait and hope it shows up. You know what I mean? Like, it's out of my hands at this point. And we can go to other things. I did really like this game. I haven't made a wallet yet. Be cool if MetaMask supported Ronin. That would be nice. I did have an external link, or sorry, a in-browser Ronin wallet at one point, and then I saw that it was messed up, and I never bothered to fix it because I don't ever use it. I downloaded it a long time for something, and I never really used it. We needed to boost this thing. Let's boost this. We have enough to buy it now. Activate. We'll complete our goals. Hey, they gave us 10 million diamonds just for doing that, or gems. Let's talk about expanding our empire with more land. Yeah, that would be great, because to get more lands by owning NFTs or buying the basic in-game lands. Okay. The rare land NFT, the more sites and diamonds it provides you, have 20 active plots. And this is main city, like Lion's Mane. You can see it up here in the web address. Unlock new arid plains. Got it. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Yeah. Tell me what I got to do. Brilliant. Let's go. So buy 1 arid plains. First, activate 2 boosters. Okay. Buy silver flash booster. Buy a violet booster. Place 1 business on the second land. Not going to pretend like I have any idea what the heck this thing is talking about. So add lands. Expand your empire. Only cost me 740 million. That's not even a lot. Or 70. I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know what I said there. All right, let's see what happens. Cost 70 million tokens, gold, whatever they're called. Lion coins, I think, is actually what they are. Okay, we did it. The money is gone. But I don't see any more land. So what's up with that? So you go here. You already expanded your empire. Next one costs 7 trillion. Says I expanded the empire. I do not see any more slots and where I could put businesses. I don't see that at all. Okay, so we bought the arid plains. Activate 2 boosters. Okay. We'll play along here. But it says we want a violet booster and a silver booster. A silver booster costs a lot of gems. What's a violet one? Okay, that's the ones we've been buying. So let's go ahead and activate that. Okay, so I just have to buy them. I don't have to activate them. Boost. Wait, we already bought silver. We'll buy a violet. Okay, we can afford that. Place 1 business on second land. Oh, you have to activate 2 boosters. Okay, never mind. We do have to activate them. And place a business on second land. Like, am I tripping? Where is this second land at? I don't see no second land. Here, let's go ahead and refresh that. Maybe that's what we need to do. We'll check. Did any money come over to Kronos yet? Still nothing. They probably just took my money. And I don't know anything about, like, Crow. Is it a super slow blockchain? Like, I don't know anything about it. Huh. You know what? Maybe I messed up. Because I'm realizing that Loaded Lions, this game that I'm on right now, it's on the Crow network. Why did I think Loot Go was on the Crow network? Or Loot Survivor 2. Sorry, Loot Go is something totally different. Why did I think that this was on the Crow ecosystem? No, it's on the Stark network. Boy, that sucks. Starknet. I don't even know how to use Starknet. Starknet is Bitcoin DeFi, am I correct? There's like a whole different obstacle here. Wow, I really messed that up, didn't I? Oh well, if I get some money over to the Crow network, I'll be able to buy some stuff on Loaded Lions. I don't know if that is ever going to pan out to be a positive money move there. Dang, why did I do that? This is how you learn, though. This is how you get good at this stuff. And I'm telling you, you can see how confusing it is. Getting good at it can be very valuable. At some point when people need to do things, very valuable skill if you ask me. Let's see. How do I get money onto the Starknet ecosystem? Okay, yeah, it went Darknet. No. That's not what I meant. Not what I meant. Yeah, I'll walk you through simplest. USD, Ethereum, Starknet. You cannot usually go directly USD, so it's probably bridging. Buy ETH on a normal exchange. Send ETH to a Starknet compatible wallet. Send ETH, Ethereum address. Send your ETH to an Ethereum address of that wallet, not Starknet yet. Then move ETH into Starknet layer 2. Oh man, now you're dealing with other bridges. Fun. Good thing I moved money over to move some ETH over to pay for transaction fees, because they get expensive quick. Either way, my money should freaking show up in my wallet regardless. It's kind of lame. Shouldn't take this long. Say hello to Bitcoin, trade, manage, and buy BTC directly. Let's go to our... Okay, I don't even know if you can add. So you want to send the ETH to a Starknet wallet. Let's see, the Luco looks like it has its own wallet built into it. Yep, here's the address. So we'll copy that, because we already have some ETH. Send ETH from Coinbase to an Ethereum wallet. We did that. Now bridge ETH to Starknet. Man, just trying to think here, because you got to bridge it. I have the Ethereum. But because they're not on the same network, I can't just send it. Stargate official. Okay, can I get a link? I love when it doesn't give me links. Please provide a link that I can trust. There you go. You think you would include the link in the, freaking instructions on how to do something. And here we are at another bridge. So, connect a wallet. Yeah. All right. I don't know what the heck I was doing the first time. Stupid. Here we go. So we'll copy this wallet. Nope, not that bridge. This bridge. Well, I have no idea. It says the wallet you're looking for might be not available to bridge to. No idea. So you're telling me they have a StarkNet ecosystem game and stuff, but it doesn't recognize this wallet. So that's where it gets even weirder. So now I need to find a StarkNet wallet to send to. Yeah, this is where it just gets retarded. So I need to find another StarkNet wallet to send it to from the bridge that it accepts. And it gives me a list of them, right? Connect wallet, Bravos, stuff like that. Oh, MetaMask. Okay, so now we go to the next thing. This is a good learning tutorial for anybody who's intimidated. I need the setup for MetaMask for the StarkNet ecosystem. Hopefully it understood that. It should know what I need. I'm not using the right words here. I must be getting tired, but I haven't eaten much today. Correct current. Yep. Here you are. Step. Open MetaMask. Go to Snap Directory. Search StarkNet. Click Add. Snap Directory? What is Snaps? Alright, there's an easier way to do this. Search Snaps on MetaMask. So you're on MetaMask. Snaps. Search StarkNet. Okay, so this is like an easier way. And then you just add it to MetaMask. It's sketchy as hell, I just gotta say that. It looks very legitimate web address. Alright. Third-party software. That any snap you install third-party service unless otherwise identified as defined in the consensus term of use. Your user third-party is governed by separate terms of conditions. Consensus has no access to information you share with third-party service. Let's do it. Why not? All for the sake of education, right? Install StarkNet. Okay, the only permission it wants: access the internet, see information like your preferred language. Okay. It only wants, the only permission you're really giving it is to see what language you use and then access to StarkNet. I didn't even know they had snaps. Luckily, there's not a lot of anything in my wallet, so I'm not tripping. StarkNet token. So this is okay. So this is my actual StarkNet wallet connected to MetaMask, right? So let's see. Let's go to my actual MetaMask. See if StarkNet pops up now as one of my options. Very surprising they don't have a snap tag. I know I'm probably losing like pretty much everybody out here. All right, cool. They have Hyperliquid, Mega ETH, Monad, and ZK Sync era wallets that you can add. That's pretty cool. But yeah, these don't show up, these snaps. So is this thing now in my browser extensions. Trying to figure out how I will ever get back to this thing. Let's go ahead and one tab it here. Let's one tab it. I love one tab, even though I just did the opposite of what I wanted to do here. It's all right. Go ahead and lock this. So now I have this tab locked and I can pull whatever I want pretty much any time I want from this list. The actual snap. Got to reconnect it with my wallet. All right, so at least this allows me to actually do this. Now we need to pull that bridge back up. So we need to go back to our tab. We need to pull up the bridge. I will figure this out. Mark my words. So connect MetaMask. All right, so we connected the MetaMask. The network is not available. Please update. This network is not available. Select Ethereum network. Okay, I must be on Kronos in my MetaMask. Yeah. Switch it back to Ethereum. There's so many little loopholes and things. So what happened was my wallet was in the Kronos wallet, and it needed to be switched back to Ethereum. A lot of times when you're on the wrong wallet setting it for MetaMask, it'll say, hey, we need to switch, and then you just confirm it. It'll automatically switch, but it didn't do that there. Then we have our snap, right? And so then we have our wallet address here, right? And we just want to copy it. So receive, copy. And we're going to add that down here as to where we're sending it to. All right, now it's acting like it doesn't know what the heck I'm talking about. Kepler, OKX wallet, Bravos, Ready wallet, which was formerly Argent, and then MetaMask. Stark. I should be able to connect to that. Okay. So now, after all of that, if anybody is still following at home and they haven't tuned out, yeah, UG on a mission, exactly. Well, I hope somebody's learning from all of this, right? This will be documented. I can point somebody back to this at some point, or I guess I could clip it and do a little tutorial. Although I didn't do it in a way that it would be quick and decisive anyway. So now you see I'm going to send from an EVM compatible wallet MetaMask to my StarkNet MetaMask snap function. I've never heard of these snaps, but these are other things that you can add third party to MetaMask, right? Continue. So now we have that set up. Now you can't send max Ethereum. Why can't you send max of your Ethereum in there? Because you have to leave some to pay fees with. So I'd like to up this a little bit to more like $5. Can we do that? Let's do like 3. No, let's do 4, and you got to play around with the numbers. Let's do 5. All right, and that should leave me enough. Well, actually, I almost have $9 in there of ETH. So maybe don't cut it so close to the bone. I always do this, and I take too much money, and then the next time I get on here, I'm not able to do anything because I have to send more money over. It's a pain. So that would get me to 6. Leaves me like a little $3 buffer. I have no idea what they're going to charge me to do this. Let's continue the transfer here. It should take about 3 minutes. And let's hope that this bridge actually freaking works. Just tell me I'll be there. You send about $6. They're going to charge me only 39 cents. So they say. I bet it costs more than 39 cents. Congratulations, your first deposit. Okay. 4 geos. They have all these other random things, more dApps that I might want to use, which I don't. Okay, so all those have been confirmed. And let's go to our StarkNet and see if anything showed up here. Let's refresh it, I guess. And nothing has showed up yet. It said it could take about 3 minutes. Just like the other thing said it could take 5 to 10 minutes. And yeah, none of that showed up yet. took the money out of my ETH account with MetaMask, but none of it had seemed to show up on Chronos. We got notifications, so we received some ETH. Oh, that was earlier, right? At 22:19 military time. I hate converting to military time. I really do. So that was at like 10:19. Then we sent, that was our other bridge that we tried to do for Chronos. God knows if that'll ever show up. Doesn't seem like it will. And I know I didn't do anything wrong, because you don't have to put in, when you're doing like a bridge within MetaMask, you shouldn't have to put in a address, right? Because they're compatible and you have Chronos. I don't know. I probably messed it up somehow. And then here you have the send ETH out to the StarkNet wallet, but you don't have a notification saying it was received. All right, I'm remembering you guys can't see my MetaMask wallet. Sorry there's less games and more functionality, but it comes with the whole Web3. This is very much the whole Web3 dilemma. This is why, if you're wondering why there's not more adoption in DeFi gaming, this is it. This is why there's not more adoption in DeFi gaming. Because that was a huge runaround to just try to like put $5, and we ain't even did it yet. Like, it ain't even happened yet. I'm just getting it to a StarkNet wallet in general. Keep updating it here. I'd like to see it come through and see that something worked ever. And so far, we got nothing. Oh, Melissa's rolling in. What's up, Melissa? Activity made via layer 0 bridge might be missing. We are currently upgrading our bridge connection. Your data will sync automatically soon. Amazing. So it's executing on StarkNet now. So, okay, at least they give you, see, this is what I was looking for on the other bridge with Chronos, is this is what I wanted. So, execution on Ethereum network. Confirmations on Ethereum, 10 out of 10. So that's done. Now it needs to execute and validate validators. So all the things that we're always talking about, this is what it really looks like in real life. We always talk about it on paper, right? We just talk about it in general, about the technology. But you can see it took it from Ethereum, then 10 times it confirmed that had happened, right? And then now it's doing the confirmations on StarkNet. So one is confirming on Ethereum that the stuff was taken away, and then now we're confirming on the StarkNet network that it's been brought over, right? And this is why bridges are such a pain. Thank you very much, Melissa. And so now we have to just chill and wait for this to go through before anything's going to be here. Now the next part that sucks is then we even have to send that ETH to the actual wallet that this is on, because it was not compatible in our bridge, so we couldn't bridge directly to this wallet. And if you go here, it says network StarkNet, here's your address, your wallet. You can bring up a QR code, which is a nice feature. That to me is a little bit more of like somebody did a good job when they built this, because there is actually a QR feature here. I love the QR feature. I hate when they don't have the QR feature. That is a pain in the butt. And so we're still waiting. Let's do our refresh. Okay, so now we have the money in our StarkNet account. So we'll go over here and we'll go buy game. Maybe we could bypass, right? Maybe we don't have to do that. Maybe, okay, no, we probably do. And so I can switch it from USDC to ETH. The only thing is, like, I'd really like to connect a different wallet. That's one of my criticisms here for this, is like, they already have this built-in wallet. But that's cool and all. But I would really like to just link my own wallet and not be forced into using whatever wallet this is. So now we have to come over here, copy this address, go here, send. Here's the wallet we want to send to. I have no idea what the fee is. So we probably want to chill on this amount of money. And we're doing all this to get $5 in here. Now let's run confirm. Insufficient funds. So here's the dilemma. So here's the next dilemma that you run into. So the fees for the network, right, are in Stark, STRK, right? So in order to get money over there, I need to have money to pay the fee in the native token. So now seems very underdeveloped, right? This is Stark mainnet, but they don't have a swap function. I can receive, I can send, but I can't swap. That really hurts me. So now the next thing I have to do, and who knows if I can even do this, right? Because when I get to the swap, so we come to ChatGPT. This is how you figure this stuff out. It is a pain in the ass. On the Stark network, what is the native swap for swapping tokens? So you have this avenue. I love how it doesn't provide links. Like, why are there no links? It seems like I actually would have been better off to maybe create one of these Bravo wallets because they actually have the swap in it. Best direct decentralized exchange UI is this right here. So we'll go to that website. All right, so here we are in our Stark network. Do MetaMask. Okay, so it does recognize the Stark MetaMask snap that we have. Fun, right? And we want to go from ETH to Stark. Now, Now, this is a little trick. I hope somebody's paying attention to this. This is a little trick that I learned a long time ago, right? So we have ETH. Obviously, you have to calculate ETH, and then you have Stark. I want to buy Stark, but I can't mess up how much ETH I swap because every swap is going to cost me fees. So I need to grab a stable coin like USDC, and then I need to swap it like I was trying to do USDC into ETH and then do like $1, right? And then we need to go back to our bridge. Sorry, not our bridge. That did its job. We don't need that anymore. We need this, right? And so if we were to send here, and we'll just throw max in here because we're not going to be able to do it anyways. We need to put our address in too. We need to see what the fee is. We need to make sure we have enough fee, and we got to see how much money that fee is, and we got to figure all of that out, right? And we'll hit confirm. It's not going to matter because we have insufficient fee anyways. So it says that our fee here is, we're like reverse engineering. So we're going to copy the amount that the fee is, right? And we're going to do this a little bit different, right? We're going to go and swap this again, and we're going to go to Stark net. And we're going to put that fee in. If it'll let me. Okay, it didn't let me. Beautiful. We'll just round up. So 0.027. USD the value. See, oh man. Yo, this is where it just gets weirder and weirder, right? Because right here it says 1 USDC equals 0.00. It won't even give us a value. So we have to figure out like what the heck StarkNet token is even freaking worth. Remember when with StarkNet kept coming up on our radar here? How can you be a swap native for StarkNet? This is appavenue.fi. I don't know if I like this thing. And it doesn't even know what the value of Stark is. I mean, CoinGecko knows what the value of Stark is. It's about 5 cents. which means like 0.002 or whatever is a quite small amount in fee, in an amount of fees, right? So what, your fee's like 2.5 cents or something like that, if my math is working, and it's probably not. So now we come back over into this swap, and now I'm starting to wonder if I really even want to use this swap here. All right, so let's flip this back to ETH and then flip it back the other way. I'm sorry, no, we want it this way, sorry. And that would be $55, which is far more money than we're even playing with here. So 002, it's $4. Add another 02, that's okay, that's 41 cents. Okay, this is 60 cents. But who knows what we're gonna pay in fees. So now we got 82 cents. And we still need to connect a wallet. I thought we already connected a wallet. I thought we covered that part, right? What wallet is this? What did it connect me to? What is that? What is this wallet? This should be in the Stark network, right? Best direct DEX UI, since you're bridging cross chains, make sure it has the right thing. Main Starknet swap value venues. Concentrated automated market maker, Sith swap, Curve and Velodrome. AVU equals matcha equivalent native routing. So in Starknet terms, Avenue is 1 inch in matcha, where Ikeboo, Sith swap, and MySwap equal Uniswap curve equivalents. I'm confident nobody has any idea what I'm talking about, but that's okay. Starknet docs list these as primary trading liquidity pools. The closest thing to a native Starknet swap is Avenue. Okay. So it actually aggregates liquidity from different decentralized exchanges like Ikeboo, SysSwap, and MySwap in the back end. That makes a lot of sense. So we are in the right place. Let's go back to Starknet, see if we got the right address here. Ends in AFAB. No, I don't know what the fuck wallet this is. Yo, what wallet is this? D6AC. Is it this wallet? No. Oh, I see what's going on here. It's giving me that wallet address because that's where I'm trying to send to. No, this is the right connection, because you see over here on accounts where I'm like trying to point to my screen, like you can see that. Said I use Avenue or Ikeboo. Cool. So you're definitely in the sauce, right? So you understand what's going on. Okay, I have to drive home now. Hope you get the Starknet thing to work. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a safe drive home. And I'm glad that somebody here has some idea what the heck I'm doing. NW, do you see a lot of people doing this type of stuff live on YouTube, explaining any of this stuff? Probably not. Okay, so we are connected to the right wallet, so that's great. And I guess I would have to be, because it actually shows my money in here. You got to double, triple, quadruple check everything when you're doing anything in DeFi, right? Because you send something to the wrong wallet and you're done. And it's real easy to think you know what you're doing because you've done something a couple of times and click buttons, and then you really don't. All right, so what asset am I even trying to get? Okay, so I want to send this much ETH, but I don't want it in USDC. I want it in Stark. So that would give me 16 Stark. So 82 cents divided by 0.0499 give you that equivalent. So let's review it. You probably have to approve it, validate it. It's not as easy as just quick swap, right? All right, it did it. A lot of times you'll even have to validate the funds that they're even what they say they are, right? So now we'll refresh this and see if we have our Stark. And we don't. Probably because it's slow. Oh, signing failed. So for some reason the signing failed. Network fees are free here. So we're not failing because we don't have enough fees. And here they have the conversion from ETH. So how do they not know what 1 USDC is worth? That's weird. So what happens when we try to confirm the swap? Is there just like not liquidity? Contract call, signer address, network fee, 62 Stark. Even though it says network fee is free, now it's talking about a network fee. This account will be deployed with this transaction. So it's probably failing because we don't have enough for the fee. Which again is strange because it says there's no fee. It says it right here. Network fees free. What happened to free? Approve. Failed to sign again. So yeah, it's obviously getting rejected because you don't have enough money to process the transaction. So why are they telling me that the network fee is free when it's not? It's obviously not free. It's the type of thing that gets very aggravating because it says one thing but it's not that. So we'll just go ahead and reject it versus trying to do it again. Copy this right here so I don't lose that number. I just don't get why it tells me that it's a free of fees transaction, and it's not. And that's what's holding me up here. That's what's ruining this from working. I again realize you guys can't see the MetaMask pop up. Sorry about that. Basically here it says network fees are free, and when I actually confirm to do the swap, it has a list for, you know, 0.06 Stark for the transaction fee, but you can't actually do it even though it says it's free. It's very annoying because I don't have any Stark. I'm trying to get Stark, right? So now basically what it boils down to is you have to find Stark somewhere else and send it to your Snap wallet. I really wish they would honor what they say though. If they actually would honor the fact that they say that the fee is free, if they honored that, I would be able to do this. We'd be in where we need to be. We could play a game, an actual paid game, even though due to my practice rounds, that's probably going to go terribly. And so, yeah, there you have it. Very annoying. And then even if I would have used one of these other wallets, I don't know that this Bravos or Argent, I don't know if even if I had these wallets set up, the swap fees would probably still cost money, right? Just don't get why it says network fee is free when it's not. Like, I know I'm hung up on that, but it really kind of pissing me off because if it would just actually be free, we'd be done here. Yeah, retarded. So now you need to buy Stark somewhere. Let's ask ChatGPT another question. Where can I buy StarkNet and send it on the native chain to my MetaMask Snap SnarkNet wallet? Yeah, I know I said Snark and not Stark. So annoying. Gonna get to the bottom of this, maybe. Buy Starknet, withdraw on native network, send to MetaMask. Yep, here's the reality. Easiest way on Kraken, Binance, KuCoin, OKX, and Gate. Like, all things I don't use. Love that. I mean, I used to have a Binance. I do have KuCoin. I don't use it ever. So, like, getting money over there would be a pain. All right, so one thing I could do is go on KuCoin where I have a couple dollars, not much, and buy some Stark and then send it natively to my Starknet swap wallet. So here's something, this is what, in conclusion of everything that we just did, right? So here's the big takeaway. This right here is why people are not flocking to use crypto. Especially new stuff. It's one thing to use Ethereum. It's one thing to use even something a little more out there for most people would be like base layer 2 blockchain on Ethereum, right? This is nonsense. And the fact that I can't use Ethereum that I already have in my wallet, they built this whole network and they didn't think, let's make a function where you can use a tiny bit of the ETH to just automatically convert into Starknet and pay for the fee, like just the amount of money for the fee. That would be account abstraction. This is why when I talk about account abstraction on the stream, like I get kind of excited because it opens up so many problems being fixed. Like, and I could complain, obviously I know how to fix this. I just read the thing. I know where to go. I know where to buy it. I know how to get it over here. We could do it. That would take a bunch of time. I'm not going to do that right now. On my own time, I probably will do that. But my point is, when you see account abstraction, the ability to pay the fee for the network in other currencies other than the native token, and all that needs to be built in here is a swap. It just needs to connect to this avenue and then literally just swap it in the back end, the amount of ETH that it needs. If they're already giving them 0 fees, then it shouldn't cost anything. Like, it's just stupid. They built this entire network, right? This whole blockchain, and they didn't add something as simple as what the user actually needs. This is where crypto shoots itself in the foot all the time. And I wasn't planning about talking about that, although I have talked about this topic before. So I'm not just saying it because I'm mad, and I'm not mad. I'm used to this kind of level of frustration. I have way too much patience, as somebody else said here. My wife says it all the time. I could sit here and mess with a problem and have just ridiculous amounts of patience. But just in conclusion, I just really want to say that this is a big takeaway for why nobody's flocking to use Stark Network, because this is crap. As far as userability, I'm not talking about the network, transaction fees, Bitcoin, DeFi. Like, I'm not talking about any of that being crap, okay? What's crap is your userability. One, the wallet's lame. Starknet wallet, very basic, kind of lame. Second of all, there's no swap function built into the wallet. Like, they couldn't just write some code and directly connect you into Avenue. Stupid. They say the network fee is free, but it's not, because when you go to do the swap, the network fee is there, and it's failing because you don't have the fee to facilitate the transaction in the native token, and they have 0 ability for you to actually pay the gas fee in a different token other than the network native token. And that's just really what I want to say. Right. Yeah, NW, I got you. I get it. I get what you're saying. I do. And when I say that, this wallet sucks, I'm talking about the Starknet Snap wallet. I'm not talking about every wallet on the network, but what are most people accustomed to? Most people are accustomed to MetaMask. And so I think most people are going to lean in the direction of going into MetaMask. Now, it does say down here at the bottom, this is an open beta version of the dApp. Updates are made regularly. So I'm sure new stuff is coming. How long it'll take, I don't know. This is like trying to sell an old school BNB smart chain token, and the only way it would work is if I made it a simple number. Yeah, sedated, you got it, exactly. And what you're saying is valid, NW. He's saying, try using Jumper Exchange or Gas Zip. Okay, nice. I might try that. You're facing this issue because you're using MetaMask Snap. Exactly. I use the native Argent wallet, and you can swap and do everything in the wallet. Exactly. I'm sure that's true. I was trying to keep this, generally when I'm doing something, like imagine I find a little game, right? I just want to say this. Imagine you find a little game. It's on a random little network you don't normally use. You're going to use the least amount of creating new wallets and stuff that you possibly can, because I don't know if I'll ever even care to use another game. When's the next time I'm going to find another game on Starknet that I care to mess with, right? So I do try to avoid making all of these random wallets because that's just more wallets for me to keep track of. But you're right. I'm sure that Argent is probably a great wallet, and they recommended Argent, and the other one was Bravos. So I mean, I hear you there. And I don't want to be overly negative on Starknet. It's just the MetaMask Snap version of Starknet, whatever you would call that, they need to figure this crap out and have a little bit usability. Now I feel a little bad being hard on them because it does say it's an open beta version. I did not see that previously. So they're actually updating it. It's just in beta. And I'm being hard at them over here. They're in testnet. UG, man, I got a headache. LO. Yeah, Blues guy. I know that you get a little bit quick to be screw this because it's technical. I'm like the complete opposite. I have the patience to mess with this stuff for forever, and I don't really get overly emotional about it. Hopefully I don't seem emotional. I really am not upset about it. Anyways, what he's saying is completely right. The best thing for me to do, and it's right here, is to get an Argent wallet. That's what I really need to do. The crappy part about it is that I already sent my funds to Starknet, right? So I'd have to get different funds, send it. Yeah, it's just a whole different thing. All right, so let's get an Argent. And does Argent wallet? I'm not on mobile. I'm on a laptop, right? So does it actually have a Chrome extension? That would be cool. Open Argent wallet, connect, login, go to swap. Yeah, I understand that. If you're ready, extension swap has a ready wallet extension. Said, I made 9K on the Starknet airdrop. It's the only reason I know the ecosystem. Otherwise, I don't really use it. Exactly. You had incentive to be there. So, NW is what I talk about all the time. Yep, has a Chrome extension. That's cool. That'll make me far more likely to use it because I like Chrome and I like its extensions. But it's really funny that you said that, man, because one thing that I talk about a lot is that networks incentivize people to be there. They gave you 9K in airdrops. Congratulations, man. That is a nice airdrop. I'm actually really happy to see you interacting with the channel, and I hope you've joined our Discord because you sound like you know what you're doing a little bit. And if you get an itch to farm some other airdrops, I really hope you would let some of us know, and then we could do it live on the channel. I don't think you know how much the things that you're into matter to me, and how much I really want to feed off of you, you feed off of me, and the whole Discord. Say I start doing it, say you find another airdrop you think is cool. I don't know why you were into Starknet airdrop. Maybe it was random, maybe it was very calculated. But if there's another one, and then you tell me, and then I'm doing it live, and then everybody in our Discord is doing it as well, and then we all get a nice airdrop, that's going to feel great. And then somebody else does something equivalent to that for you, and for the rest of the group. And we really just feed off of each other, and it's an amazing thing once we get it kicking, once we get it going. Now I'll stop chatting and go ahead and go to the wallet extension here. So Ready Wallet was formerly Argent. And actually, this was one of the options, I'm pretty sure, somewhere along the line. I think it was in one of the bridges we were using. So add the extension. Now, a big reason why, honestly, I was trying to avoid this is because I'm probably going to have a seed phrase, and I need to go write that seed phrase down. I don't want to do that while I'm live, and I certainly don't want to show my seed phrase live. That would be hilarious. I wouldn't care because there's no money in it, right? I just go out of it and make a new one. But I just want to say that this is what you do. It's just a web extension. You just click add. I'm not going to set it up right now for very obvious reasons. I don't know what their seed phrase looks like, but a lot of times they give you the seed phrase, you need to write it down, and then they'll ask you a couple of simple questions about the seed phrase to make sure that like you actually, recorded it somewhere. Some people just take a picture of it, and if it's a wallet that you're using just to get through somewhere, like say I got an airdrop like NW did, and I wanted to just get my money and move it, I might make a quick wallet, move it out, knowing I'm never going to use that wallet, and then just forget it exists. And if I want to be serious later down the line, I just make another wallet, and then I'll actually write down the seed phrase. And there's a lot of wallets like that people use for a moment. Underground, you're the man, and we are so grateful to have you to figure this stuff out. Hey, I appreciate you. And there's also awesome people. I didn't know NW was chilling with us and was still with us and watching, so it's really cool. And this is really more advanced stuff. So when I hear somebody talking on here like they know what they're doing, man, that makes me really happy because it means that we have some more advanced people in our audience. So again, I will get this figured out. It's just a matter of a couple more moves. Basically make that wallet, send some money to it, swap it, have some Starknet, send some of that Starknet to this Snap wallet so then I can move the rest of the money out of this wallet. And then I'll probably forget that I ever had a Starknet Snap wallet, and I'll just use the other wallet because it does look a lot cooler and better well put together. Said, I'm definitely a farmer. I've farmed pretty much any airdrop you can name. I can give you heads up on the Robinhood testnet. They launched a chain on Arbitrum. Man, if we could link up, NW, where are you from, man? You sound like somebody I really would like to talk with. And I would be very grateful if you could just kind of let me in on what you're doing a little bit, and I'll, kind of share it with the community. You can help a lot of people, brother. And it's up to them to show up and do the work and participate, whatever. But yeah, man, and it would be really cool to talk to you sometimes. Sometimes people come in and they're from other countries and maybe their English isn't good, but I don't know why you would be listening to me if that was the case, right? Oh, I'm from Toronto. There you go. I'm pretty sure that's where Camsta's from. Could totally be wrong. But Blues Guy, who's above you there in the chat, he lives in Canada as well. So we have quite a few people from Canada. Obviously, there's no, you don't owe me nothing, but I'd really love to chat with you sometime. Are you in the Discord, NW? Because I'd like to know what your name is in the Discord so I know it's you. If you could join our free Discord, it's free. That would make it really easy for us to, DM. Also, we have a voice chat, so it would be really easy for us to hop in there and just have, a simple conversation like we were chatting on the telephone, and we could cover things really quickly. And if other people wanted to listen in, they could do that as well if they have enough, awareness to know that we're in there. With that all being said, I look forward to hearing your reply. And I wish that, one thing I will say here is that I wish that this would just connect, like Web3 style connect, and not just generate its own wallet. But they do kind of have their own wallet because they have multiple games and multiple things to do. With all that being said, I closed a lot of my other stuff out. Said, I'll hook you up if you tell your boy Trump to stop tariffing us. We pour up here. We got 3 mooses and 2 polar bears. I'll put in a good word with you with Uncle Trump, all right? It's hilarious. I have a friend of mine who calls me, Ronald Trump, because my real name is Ronald. And it's hilarious. And, of course, everybody thought it was hilarious. And they all call me that as well. Randomly. Not all the time, but randomly. And I don't know. I think it was meant as an insult, but like, regardless of what you think about Trump as a businessman, he knows how to do something because he got dough. Anyways, how he got it and this, that, and the other, I don't know, and I don't really care. But I think the person who originally said it to me meant it as an insult, and I took it as a compliment. I was like, all right, I run multiple businesses. I guess I'm a businessman like Mr. Trump himself. But I don't get into politics too much here. Not that I'm scared to. Said I'm not in the Discord. I'll join, but I hate Discords. Okay, I feel you. I think you'll find our Discord a little bit different. At least at this point now. Like, there's not a ton of people in it. Everybody who's in it is pretty much somebody you would see in the chat. And also, we do our best to keep random people out of it, although it happens. I wasn't insulting, just saying leave us up north alone. I feel you. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't think that you were insulting me. I just thought it was funny because that's what somebody said to me a few times. Said, I know you do, bro. I'm old school. Yep. Yeah, man, I look forward to chatting with you. And if you only join Discord so that we could, like, you know, just direct message back and forth, that's your prerogative, man. We do have some cool people in the Discord, but you seem pretty advanced as well. Blues Guy says he's in Edmont. I'm more north, LOL. Yeah, exactly. And with that, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream. I'm really glad, you know, that we went through that process, because even though we didn't get all the way through, there was a lot of teaching moments there with bridges and MetaMask and the complications that pop up. I know at some point later down the line, one of you guys who's not NW is going to wind up having to figure something out. Yeah, he says Deadmont is cold. I bet it is freezing. I actually saw a Blues Guy where that is on the map the other day, and I was like, holy shit. No, thank you. I don't know why people live in places like that. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know if I ever will figure it out. And we will wrap up the show with a single game of Panzer Dog, because I feel bad we didn't get to play as much. And I kind of like that game, that loot game, Loot Survivor, just because you saw all the steps that go into even being a part of it. Like, there's not that many people playing that game. There's only 1,250. And sometimes they have events where you can win like 4K. A turn-by-turn style game is right up my alley. Strategic game, that's usually what I'm good at. Once I know the game and the way that it normally runs, I might be able to win something on that. If it was like a Call of Duty shooter game, I wouldn't even bother. You have too many people that just sit on games like that. They're like 9 years old and they're like the best Call of Duty gamer you've ever seen. Or they're just a bunch of cheaters. There's that as well. So good at getting these tanks down to like 5 health and then not being able to do crap. Dang it. Oh, yeah. Cook him with the extra burn damage. Oh, I got that one to 65 as he runs away. Bang. Bang. I got another one. Let's go out with a bang. Let's go out with a good game here. It was a lot of fun hanging out with everybody. It's a lot of fun doing, you know, what I love to do in crypto. I wouldn't say at heart I'm a degen, but I love some crypto gaming. I love knowing how to use DeFi. And even when I get into those situations that once you understand the format, it's not nearly as hard to figure out how to operate. Even if you don't exactly know all the answers, you kind of have a pretty good idea about how all of it works. Cooked him. Seemed like a waste of rocket. He had like 100 health, but whatever. Where's he at? Oh, man, he went over here and grabbed that rocket. I got to watch out for that guy. We only got 22 seconds here. Oh, they trying to gang up on me now? Wow, they are all over the map. Isn't there supposed to be 3-on-3? Pretty sure I just saw 2 of them, and then there's a bunch of them. There's one in my base and one chasing me. That seems more like 4. Funny thing is, if you're from the Crypto Lifer channel, I was a mod on his channel when he first started. Okay, so you're an OG. All right. Yeah, and again, Crypto Lifer, a friend of mine, shout out to the lifer, man. I really got to call him tomorrow and see how his surgery went and all of that kind of stuff. See if I can go over and see him, see how he's doing. But that's really interesting. So anybody who's like seriously been a part of the Lifer channel, all of them are good people. It's crazy. Like, all of them are good people. I think, is it Master Friend from somewhere up in Canada? Maybe you know Master Friend. Maybe you don't. I know he keeps his identity pretty low key. With that, guys, I appreciate everybody. I'm going to go ahead and hop out. Let's see how long we've been streaming. I'll say goodbye like 16 times. I hate when I do that. Almost 3 hours. I wasn't sure if I was going to go that long tonight, and here we are, almost 3 hours in. Melissa sent in a super chat for $5. And here it is. And Jimmy, shout out to Jimmy Villain. He sent in a super chat for $5. And then Blues Guy, my man, sent me a super chat for $6.99 CA, which is probably $5, right? And even though we didn't hit our goal of $5, fantastic. I probably, it's probably like $15 in chat revenue for my time and energy. You guys are awesome. Shout out to all of you. Today was a lot more technical stream than what we normally do. So the fact that anybody hung out with me is pretty incredible, especially somebody who actually knew what the heck I was talking about. That never happens. So far, that never happens. So shout out to you, NW. Please shoot me a message. And if you're not sure who I am or whatever, like the exact account, there might be duplicates or something like that. You could probably just find it in the Discord chat somewhere. Anyways, thanks for being here. Stay underground. Stay crypto. I'm going to figure the rest of that out. The next time we come in, we'll be able to play that game together at the end of a stream or something. I'll be live tomorrow night. Sundays I'm off now. I just think it works better. It's probably not going to be forever, but just for now, so I can get my other business where it needs to be on a Sunday night, ready for everything shipped on Monday. And stay underground, stay crypto. Crypto Ron out. I almost don't want to go, but I got to. Later, guys.